Like I wrote up the manual, I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First carry now for Justice Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Brissett. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
At the 37-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Super Bowl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Room here to run, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Twins, twins, twins. Whip, 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 whip.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Right there. Baby.
It's now fourth down.
So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here we go.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Ready. 58, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On second down, Hill. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, get away.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing is Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Undercrush. SOS.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Colts.
Brissett to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Indianapolis.
Check. Fresno. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on first down. Mack. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Time go.
A give running right is Mack. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Now it's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get this. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
They'll run here with Mack. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Bang. Patch it. Check. Slam. Check three.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
First down, Brissett. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Oh, you got deep? Check 50. Check 50.
This a give to Mack running to the right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
54. Right. 54. Switch.
Now Brissett. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Mack. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go, D. Check.
Now a give, right side. Mack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Hill. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they run with Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Watch trap. Check safety.
They go right back to Mack. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
To throw is Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Let's go, man. Consistent. Don't throw my side.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Mack. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Looking downfield for Godwin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. You got nothing in there.
On second and a couple. Jackson complete here. It's Hyde. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
58's Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. That's mine. 58, right over there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Callaway, 79 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 25, check 25, check 25. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the slant. Check, 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 check.
Now Jackson. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Jackson steps away. He may try and run for the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looking downfield. It's caught at the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
The sack on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money, I never switch. They saying you switch if you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money,